Hello, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but it looks like there's something peculiar coming down the track, and it's a steam engine. Just got that and set up in the nick of time. Check we got my sound on now. We're live, yes, I like that bit. Hello everybody. So I haven't responded yet because I can't see the chat until I get the thing going. Hello everybody. Hello LSM Trains, how we doing? They're DJI microphone mini. They are. I've just put one on the fence now and got one in my car. They're really good. They really are good. They're one of them funny things. Until you've got them, you don't realise how much you miss them. You know what I mean? Hello Diego. How we doing? Yeah, it's like a good timing. That I didn't even know that was coming. That steam engine. Wasn't even aware that that was coming. Yeah, because it's... Hello, Sengur, how are we doing? God, it's not warm today, I'll tell you that much. For some stupid reason, I've only put a t-shirt on. Watch that, I'm sat in a car. Goalie world, what are you doing? I'm sat here talking to you and other people. It wasn't actually an old Vespa, but I'll tell you what it was, amazingly. It was a guy who was filming the steam train. This is what, when I pulled up here in the usual spot, I thought, why is there people here? What's going on? Am I missed a trick here? And lo and behold, Royal Scot comes through. You know, steam engine. Hello, fallen soldier. Yeah, so how we doing, Sanger? Oh, packing, excellent. Yeah, how's it going, fallen soldier? Yeah, LSM, what we're saying. Yeah, and there were a few people here, and that guy on the motorbike, he were on one of them old Yamaha Fizzes, you know, the Yamaha Fizz things? 40-year-old. So I pulled up and thought, my God, look at that motorbike. You remember the old Yamaha Fizz or whatever they call them, FS 100 or FS 50? And he were on one of them, and that's what it were, just pulling away then. I couldn't believe it. Where are the trains? On the track. That's where they normally are. Yeah, so that was that. But I didn't even know. Got 1 month to move in, alright, so to be out by the end of November. Oh, no, it's not. It's only 10th of October, so it's about 10th of November, sorry. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so I didn't even know about that steam train. I'm glad I just got the live stream going because I'll be able to clip that out when I get home. And turn it into a proper short rather than you having to skip through the live to see it. And I don't mind, I looked at timetable this morning, I never noticed it. And I did look, to open my eyes a bit more, I think. Hello, DG, how we doing? Can't tell a word you're saying, but good afternoon. Good afternoon from the United Kingdom. It was spitting with rain when I were on my way here, so I thought, oh my God, is this going to be a washout? But it seems to be just holding on. And then for some reason, my microphones weren't switched on. And what happened is, I had one in my pocket, and I accidentally pressed the purring button on it. So it went into re-purring mode, and it was flashing blue, and it should be flashing green. And so I had to jiggle that about, but we're back in business again. But yeah, if you get some of these microphones, LSM, you won't regret it. They're really good. Especially if there's two of you or you're filming trains. Because now I'm out. The other microphones on the fence outside, and you can put it where there's no wind. You know what I mean? You can decide where there's no wind, and they're magnetic, so they stick to fences. And they've also got clips on, so you can clip them to stuff. So they're double use. And my phone's about 25 foot away from me outside, clamped to a fence post, a steel fence post. And I'm sat in my car in Warmth with another microphone that actually is magnetised to the roof of the inside of my car. I actually got a 1p coin, as sad daft as it sounds, but just on the, your panel where your interior lights are and stuff, there's like a plastic panel with vents and things in it. And I got a 1p coin, and I just super glued it to that panel with a blob of super glue. And now the microphone just clips on like that, you see. And job's a good one. Fallen Soldier, I'm in DE. Don't know where that is, but wanted to move after. All right, you wanted to move after Christmas. I see. Would you mind others doing a live from this location? No, they don't know. Anybody? Just other people come and do them. Well, Steven Richard's spot. What's the name again? They're called their exact correct name is DJI Mic Mini. And they come, I wish I could show you, but I can't because I hold it to the camera, but they come in a case, and when you put them back in the case, they charge. The case has a big battery built into it in like a case. And if you look, they're called DJI Mic Mini, and they're currently in Argos on offer for $99.99. I paid $109, but they're in Argos for $99.99 when I last looked. DJI Mic Mini, and you get two of them, and you get the two attachments to one. Sorry, you only get one attachment, a Type-C, to go into a modern day iPhone. So if you want to go into the older iPhones that have the lightning, you have to buy the additional connector like I did, because my iPhone that's on the fence outside is the older lightning connector, whereas my newer iPhone, which is what I'm viewing on, is what they call a Type-C. But if you've got a Samsung and all that lot, it'll fit straight in. It's only when you're using an iPhone that you have to alter it. Yeah, but they're really good. One of the best things I've ever bought. And when you put them back in case, they're charging up, ready for next time. And I only charge the actual whole case up once a week. You know what I mean? And I use them every day. Use them every day, so they're really good. They really are. It was Easy Days who put me onto them. He got some, and I thought, bloody hell, they're good at them. And as soon as I saw his, I said, Christ, they sound well, them microphones, they cut all the racket out and the noise and the wind. I thought, yeah, I want one of them. But what I am going to buy is some device, but I haven't found just what I want yet. Because it doesn't seem to be available, but it must be, where I can control remotely a gimbal, where I can clamp to the fence in my car. I can move the camera and zoom, move the phone and zoom, you know what I mean? A DJI gimbal, but I can control it remotely from when I'm sat here. That would just add a different angle to the whole live stream, would that, if I could. Hello Chandra Sakaran, how are we doing? Don't forget, if you're new here, subscribe. And also, if you like art, drawings, paintings, have a look at Senga Grace's channel. She does great drawings. Super duper drawings, in fact. You won't regret it having a look. I can tell it's nearly 1/2 the hour because there's 331 that crawls through at the same time every hour. Bring him some treats, lol. Yeah, so that's my next investment when I found what I want. Those DJI gimbals in my handheld. I want one control of a separate phone, so I can clamp it to the fence, and I can move the phone around, and zoom in up the track, and then zoom out again. That's me. That would just add a little bit extra to it, instead of just having a dead still image. But I don't know if what I want is actually available. I can get a gimbal, get one of them at Argos for 50 quid today, but I can only see the zoom function being controlled from the actual joystick on the gimbal. I want to be able to put an app on, control it from the app, and then I can sit in my car and manoeuvre it. You know what I mean? Bolt the gimbal to a fence and manoeuvre the phone around. Hello Karen Singh, how are we doing? Yeah, no, it's a busy time in his moving Senga. My God. I remember when I moved and I had 2 flats, so I could do it at my leisure, but it was still doing me head in. Really were. Because I was trying to decorate one before I moved in. Hello, Cash55, how are we doing? It's really windy here today. Well, it's not much, it's really windy, but it's quite windy. Hello, Badger, how are we doing? How's it going, Badger? That was a great burger, that last night, my God. I went to bed with my stomach rumbling while I was watching in bed, because it was obviously about 1:30 in the morning here when you were cooking that, and it looked heavenly, it did. Absolutely heavenly. I went to bed with my stomach rumbling. Sorry about that echo, then I was just checking the sound. Yeah. Just think, Senga, by just after bonfire night, you'll be in your new place, done and dusted. That's the way to look at it. But I would say, and what I was doing is I was finishing work, going to my new flat and decorating. Because, brother-in-law says, there it is, it's yours, you can have it. He says, you can have it. I'll give you keys early so you can do what you want and decorate it and change things. Taking the dog to the vets for the roosters. Excellent. Hello, Thomas the Train. Hello, Sir Labif. How are we doing? No, I don't know anything about Czech trains, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I was nipping there at night painting because it had a horrible wall in it. The wall where the fire, well, the main feature wall, if you will, the fireplace wall, had like this board on it, and it were red bricks, like artificial red bricks, and it looked awful. And God, it took me about 10 coats to cover them. I kept going every night, giving it a coat, And then I'd go back next day and it had soaked in, so I'd give it another coat, and then it had soaked in. And the woman who'd been in before must have had some big dogs, because the bedroom just stunk of dogs, and it still now has an aroma of dogs in it. And I've lived there for a year, and I keep shaking vacuum carpet, and I even bought a carpet shampooer. You know, but that aroma of dogs is still there, but not nowhere near as strong as it used to be. And you know, when I walk in the bedroom, I get a whiff of it. The trains coming towards me are going north they're going to Preston and then on to Glasgow, Blackpool and everywhere. The trains that are going away from the camera, they're heading towards Manchester, Liverpool and London. Camera's facing south. The camera's facing Manchester. Do you know how many trains you saw in this live stream? Well, no, I don't know, because I've only just arrived here. I can tell you, we've just seen a steam train. It was the first train on the live stream, was the Royal Scot. I love you and I want to find you on repeat in your... I don't know what all that were about. Excellent. Thanks for that, DJ Crazy. I will bear you in mind. Yeah, you'll be glad when it's done, Senga. Yeah, Village Idiot time, you're right there. Hello, Prativa Dutta Roy, how are we doing? Hello, Paolo Rogers, how are we doing? Yeah, and just think, Senga, no more beeping smoke alarm. I don't know how you put up with that. It'd drive me to, well, I'd have smashed it off, but I know me, it would not be doing that now. I'd have just took a spade to it. Hello, exam preparation. Hello, RA221 Studio. How's it going, RA221 Studio from Hong Kong? How are we doing? Yeah, an art room. That's what I'd like, and one extra room I would. One extra room, and I have actually got a garage built onto the back of my flat with a roller shutter door and everything, but... Okay, LSM, I'll catch you later. Yeah, I probably will be for a bit, yeah. I'll probably, if I don't have to go, I'm expecting a delivery at home, but she hasn't sent me a text message saying when she's coming or nothing, so I just, you know, I'll probably be here till about 4:30 or 5 o'clock, I would imagine, but I'll catch you later. 3 of them in housing, oh God, I couldn't put up with that, Sandra. I'd just get a spade and just slide it along the ceiling and drag them off. Yeah, 4 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms and attic, excellent. Catch you later, LSM. Hello, spray enamel, 67, 67, 67. Give us one more 67, that's good enough for me, you can go. Kids will be moving out soon, so big, yeah. Oh yeah, you won't know what to do. You'll be overrun with space. Yeah, so yeah, I'd love to be able to get my hands on the hello 1967 Ford Mustang. How are we doing? How's it going? Wanting to have a pod shed out back. Pod shed? Ooh, that's nice. How's it going, Mustang? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Bit cold actually. I don't know why I put a t-shirt on today and came out with just a short sleeve shirt on, and I'm regretting it now. Even though I'm sat in car, so it's alright, but I don't know what I was thinking of. Hello, the train spotter guy. Double tap the screen, that's the one. Double tap the screen. Forgot about that. Double tap. 95% of you watching on mobile phones, double tap the screen. Everyone spam fish, what's that mean? Get rid of you. Everybody spam fish, what the hell is that supposed to mean? That's his last comment on this channel, I'm afraid. He's testing my patience. Got a barking dog somewhere. Two vans full of dogs have just pulled up. No spamming. Hello Johnny, how we doing? Hello, click to touch. What am I watching here? Where are you, sir? I'm in the UK, the United Kingdom, and you are watching the West Coast mainland. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm saying hello to everybody, and I'm missing people here. Hello, Manilo, how we doing? Jeanette, my lady, I missed you last night. Had a prior appointment. Is Jeanette in the chat? I haven't seen Jeanette in the chat. Is she here? Hello, Johnny. Hello, Manilo. Hello, click to touch. Greetings. Then to the UK from Vienna, Austria. Oh, I don't think I've had anybody. I've never had anybody in from Vienna before. That's excellent. Don't think I've ever had anybody in from Austria, let alone Vienna. Oh, Vienna. Yeah, very nice is Vienna. I'll get Jeanette into chat for you. Anyway, I know you're missing her. That's the one. I love trains, so I'm excited to see what's to come. Yeah, if you'd have come right at the start of the stream, a steam train came through. Literally in the 30 seconds of the stream started, a steam train came through. Hello, Unity Gamer. Sorry, I missed you in the chat. How's it going? Lamar, I love the train, yes. Hard to say. don't forget, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 7,000 now. Next target, 7,000. Hard to say. There's a song coming out here, singer. I need to phone and get internet. Oh yeah, God forbid, yeah, you need that. Hello, Cietate Untrain. JC, is it? I don't know. Hello there, though. How are we doing? Don't forget, double tap the screen. Got some fluid in this vape pen and it's horrible. Hello, DWC. Choo choo. Yeah, you gotta get your phone and internet. I got mine sorted out long before I even moved in. It were away. I just challenge were cancelling my old phone with BT. I'm with Virgin now, but my old phone, cracky, it was a faff trying to sort that out. And then I had to pay to get out of the contract, and it cost me about 180 quid to get rid of BT. It was difficult. Giovanni Ravella, how we doing? I'm with EE, but think going to well, the only reason I went with Virgin because there were already a Virgin box in the flat, so I thought it's already there. You know, the installations there. I thought it's just a switch on job, and sure enough, it were. I ordered it, and it was on within a week. So that's good, and I get super fast internet. I mean, I've got it on a cheap offer at the moment, but in next August it goes up to the correct price because I got it on a 2-year cheap deal for £40 a month. God forbid this bottle's hitting. I got it on a cheap deal for £40 a month for 2 years. But after 2 years it goes up to 70 because I'm on the top package, the 1 gig doodah, whatever you call it. They owe her about £1,000 and she was in credit, yeah. I had a bit of luck yesterday, Senga. I went to Burnley to put that tax rebate check in bank, which is a bit of a faff having to drive all the way to Burnley. It's like 40 minutes from my house anyway. And I come out at bank and there was a shop across the road. We buy scrap gold. And I thought, hey, hellfire. And on my keyring for about 3.5 years, I've had my wedding ring on my keyring with my car keys. And I thought to myself, I put it on my keyring and thought one day I'll be passing a scrap gold shop and I'll take it in and scrap it, you know what I mean? And I'd weighed it 2 or 3 years ago and I roughly estimated it was worth about 70, 80 quid scrap. Well, anyway, I went into this scrap gold place and they give me over 400 quid for it, so that was a good do. Obviously, gold prices have gone up in the last few years. So it was a good do with that. She says, oh, will 420 be alright? I said, oh, go on then, yeah. I thought, bloody hell. All that. I mean, it was a heavy ring, I must admit, but yeah, that's it. Money from an unfinished ring. Yeah, you can't beat that wedding ring. She kept saying to me, so I'll give you a receipt because if you want it back, you can buy it back. I said, there's no chance of that. I said, you can melt it down right here and now in front of me if you want. But I weren't expecting that much for it. I knew it was a heavy ring, you know, but I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was worth that much. I was really shocked, but in shock when she said, "Oh, will that be all right?" And oh, yeah, go on then. I was acting like, you know, I was playing it cool, but I didn't realise it had that much value. When I got it back in, I think, God, have any more gold anywhere? But I I've got a bit of silver, but I've no gold. Hey up, Jeanette's here. Manilow's been asking about you. He's been in the chat asking, where's my Jeanette? Hello, Sefer Mitari, how are we doing? Yeah, told you I had unfinished money to come. Yeah, you're right there, Senga. Yeah, because I mean, that's what I said. I said that actually last night. I said it must have been worth more, or else they wouldn't have offered me that. You know what I mean? So it must have been worth more money, you know, for them to make a turn of profit on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, because she gave me a receipt. She says you'll need this to come and buy it back if you want to, and I just screwed that up and threw it in the bin when I got in my car. As I was walking to my car, I thought I will not be needing that back. But I was really shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was amazed. I honestly thought 70, 80, 100 max. That's what I thought. Because it was a good, thick, heavy ring. But I weren't expecting that. Ask and you will receive. Yeah. I don't know where Marlow's gone. He was only in a minute ago asking where you were, Jeanette. Jeanette, my lady, I missed you last night. I had a prior appointment last night, that's what it says. Jeanette, my lady. Yeah. Get them weighed in, Senga. I remember my mum she had one of them charm bracelets and it was absolutely ram jam packed with gold charms. And, you know, she had it all her life and she says, I never wear it anymore now because every year she used to get charms and put on it one of these charm bracelets. And she weighed that in and she got a fortune for it. That's years ago as well. It's about 10 or 15 years ago she weighed it in and she got a lot of money for that. A lot. And she'd been collecting them since she was like 20, you know what I mean? So it was like 50 years worth of collecting gold. Hello, Labana, how are we doing? But yeah. That's it, yeah. My mum had one of them actually, a charm that actually opened up in a book. She had everything. It was that thick, you couldn't, you know, she got to a point where she couldn't wear it. It was absolutely stuffed with charms, you know what I mean? Dozens and dozens and dozens of them. You know, because every time it was a birthday and Christmas and God knows what, everybody bought it one to put on it, you know. And then she stopped wearing it. Or she got thousands for it. I mean thousands. Oh yeah. I can understand now why people melt these processors down out of computers because they've got gold in them. So I can understand now why they take the gold out and save it. You know, if you're a computer recycling company, I understand entirely now why they keep all the processors and remove the gold because obviously they weighed in. Yeah. But yeah, we got productive yesterday. That was it yesterday. A good productive day. Yeah. That was worth a fortune. I've watched a lot of auction house stuff and they sell like hotcakes, yeah. Hello, Soviet Armenia, leader of the CSSR Soviet Club. How are we doing? How's it going, Soviet Armenia? Yep, so unfortunately I have no more gold at home. I have a bit of silver. And that's it. Hello, Shiram Patil, how are we doing? Don't forget, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and double tap the screen. "13 rings on your fingers, hellfire. Saying, but it's a nightmare when you go through passport control thing at an airport with all that lot beeping." Change, but I don't wear them because I look like Mr. T. Hello, Ken Ships and More. How are we doing, Ken Ships and More? Get them weighed in, Sanger. If you don't want them, weigh them in while the gold prices are good. Hello, Zena. I don't know, I can't tell what you said there, but hello there, Zia. I have no idea what that means, but good afternoon to you. McCarthy watches, etc. Yeah, I'm a bit of a thing about watches. I nearly bought one yesterday when I were at that shop weighing that gold in. They had some really nice watches in window, but I turned away. I thought, no, don't do it. They had some really nice watches, and I'm a bit of a nerd for watches, me. You know, I buy all these watches and I wear them for a bit, and then I still always end up putting just my normal Apple Watch back on, which is what I wear all the time, you know. Hello, Ricardo or Claret. How are we doing? Tide. There's no tide round here. Pretty landlocked, I'm afraid, but there's a few undesirables in town centre that might have a few tide marks on their neck, but that's about it. As near as you get to a tide here. Rolex, yeah. Oh, I'd love a Rolex. I go with that. Then they're in that shop yesterday with two tellers. They were all roughly around 900 quid a piece. They were nice. And I were really tempted, but I just walked to my car. I thought, no. I thought if they've got them in at this price, when they end up getting chucked in a drawer and not worn, I'll never make a profit because they'll have them in window at top money. Hello, Capran Paraomi. How are we doing? I can't really pronounce it, but hello, Russian person. Capran Paron. Pran, I don't know. But hello there. Yeah, I do like watches. I've got about 4 in drawer at home now, but they're not high value ones. They're only worth a couple of £100 a piece. I think one's worth about 300 and the rest are only like £100. The Victorian Train Spotter. Hi, I'm a train spotter from Australia. Excellent. How's life in Australia? G'day, sport. Hello, Nipu Shal. How are we doing? So I'm figuring it's quite early in the morning for you, Victorian. Nepal, Shal, I'm from India. Excellent. I think most of my followers are from India, actually. And we've got another freight train coming, I can see in the distance. Class 66. Seem to have lost the connection for some reason. What's happening? We're back. Hello, Wrestler Mania, how are we doing? Getting ready to go on an errand and saw you alive. Have a great day. Excellent. Thank you, Wrestler. This is in the UK, correct? This is in the UK, Victorian. Pardon me. Stop burping. You've subscribed. Excellent. Thank you. That's what we like to hear. Sharing is caring, except... Gordon Bennett, it's not warm, that's for sure. It isn't warm today. Correct. I knew Sanger would put that in. Maltesers. Sharing is caring unless it's a Malteser share bag. I don't know why they call them share bags because I don't know anybody that would share Maltesers. No way. No way, they are not for sharing. Call it a share bag, you've no chance. Not a chance. My best friend's grandparents came to the UK for holidays 2 weeks ago and they sent videos of trains there back to my friend. Excellent. Excellent. Well, if you like UK trains, you've come to the right channel. You get them live nearly every day here on this channel. And tomorrow, I'm going somewhere different tomorrow. I'm going to Crewe tomorrow. Providing the weather's good, which I think it is tomorrow. Seeing shapes in the clouds, yeah, very dark clouds. Well, they look darker on camera actually than what they are, but they are dark. Yeah, I'll be at Crewe tomorrow, so it'll be a bit lively, a bit more lively than this. But who is it supposed to be coming with me? Harley, but he's not now. He's moving stuff out of his house or something. I don't know. 2 eyes and a mouth. 2 eyes and a mouth. I forgot what tonight's bedtime story is, Jeanette. What is it tonight? What is this Friday's instalment? Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh my God, we went to Zed's testing. Yeah, I think I showed Jeanette actually. Yeah, the rude cloud. I've still got that on my phone, that cloud. The rude cloud. It was a very cocky cloud, that, to say the least. I showed them daughters as well. They were laughing at it. Been practicing my fee 5-4 form. Have you ever seen The Flying Scotsman? And fun fact, yeah, it did. It did go to Australia. It did, yeah, I remember that. And yeah, I've seen it loads of times. Victorian, loads of times. Hello, Trucker Finn V8, how we doing? Couldn't get over the guy blowing his hand. Hello, Seamus Daz. How we doing, Seamus Daz? I haven't even looked at my timetable today, actually. I haven't even had my iPad out yet. Let's have a look. Still shocked about that steam train coming that I didn't even know about. That means that steam train must be coming back at some point, but I bet it's late on tonight. I don't even know where it was going. It came from London Euston. Hello, Kushi Hajari. How are we doing? How's it going, Kushi Hajari? Don't forget, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. It's free. And it doesn't cost nothing, and it helps. So I believe. So people tell me. And double tap the screen. Don't be shy. What the hell's going on here? Now there's something coming up the fast line towards London. Don't know what it is, but I'm betting it's Pendolino. Hello, Kushi Hajari. How are we doing? Hello, Chinese person. Going out tomorrow to surprise my mother-in-law. She's going to Oz for 3 months. Oh dear, that's a nice trip. Going to Oz for 3 months. Wish I were going to Oz. More chance of seeing Wizard from Oz. It's a long journey on a plane though, is that? My God. It's a long journey. Train that's passing is called, it's called the COP22 train, is that, after a climate conference that was in Glasgow, I think, in 2022, and that train that's just gone past was branded because of that climate conference, you know what I mean? It got the livery and it says all over it, save our planet, it means a lot to us, and also ride against climate change. Hello, Dayop1, how are we doing from Indonesia? And hello, Farheen Udin ZR3, how are we doing? And hello again, Farheen Udin ZR3, Sue. Oh yeah, easy. I think it's more than 24 hours, I think it's about 32 hours, I think, because you have to stop on the way. You can Singapore, and where else is it they stop? There's two places they stop. Oh yeah, it's a long journey. You don't want to be going all that way on a Ryanair, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yep, what a strange chap here on his pedal bike. Comes every day on his pedal back and he just sort of wanders around on bridge aimlessly from one side to other with his pants on that look like the cat's had him halfway up his leg, sort of thing, and just struts backwards and forwards looking over at top of bridge. Nothing exciting, Joe, for the minute. Disappointing. Singapore is amazing, but you need to go in a box to smoke, right? Told you to go and see the dancing gardens at Ship Hotel. Here in Indonesia, it is already night. Yeah, it will be. Yeah. Yeah, you're in front of us in Indonesia. Yeah. Yeah, it must be 9 in Indonesia, I would say. 9, 10 in Indonesia. Depends whereabouts in Indonesia you are. If you're in, there's +9 and +8, 2 time zones in Indonesia. Hello, Atul Kumar, how are we doing? Could be 10 or 10 9. Is that a railway line in England? Yes, it is a railway line in England. Exactly that. Hi, I'm a bus spotter from Hong Kong. A bus spotter, right? A yellow box like a disabled space. God, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Hello, RA221. Hello, Philip Reed. How are we doing, Philip Reed from Canada, I think. How's life in Canada? You don't live in Saskatchewan, do you? I know somebody who lives in Saskatchewan. It is illegal to sing, and how you cannot be naked in your own house is bizarre. What? It's illegal to sing, and you cannot be naked in your own house. What do you mean, not be naked in your own house? What, it's against the law? How are they going to know? Crikey, I'm always been in nuddy when I'm at home. Do freight trains or passenger trains often pass here? DO1, both. We have freight and passenger. In fact, today we've had freight, passenger, and steam trains today. We've had the full shooting match today. As soon as I set the stream up at 2 o'clock, a steam train came through, which I wasn't expecting. It's called the Royal Scot, and I can't tell you where it was going, but I can tell you because I want to look. That's why I'm intending on doing it first place, looking up where the hell it was going to, that thing. Came past here at 2 o'clock, so we'll just backtrack on the timetable. I should be able to find it. London Euston. Oh, it's only gone to Blackburn. No, it doesn't. It goes on a long round trip though. It's all the way up to and London Euston, Garstang, all the way up to Carnforth, and then from Carnforth across the Settle to Carlisle line, and arrives in Blackburn at 6:15. Ooh. You can't have a car older than 10 years either. Oh dear. Sounds like they're very strict in Singapore. Hello, Harushita Maska. How are we doing? Have you ever seen it? Yeah, I've seen that. I certainly have. Where is that area? Yeah, I'm in the UK. Vyasa 123V NVS2. Hello there. Larry McLaughlin, how are we doing? It seems like this place rarely has trains passing by. Well, there's roughly a train quite frequently. They are 40 years ahead of us. I'm just seeing where that steam train's gone. It is coming back. 6:15. Eye scanners everywhere, even at airports. Hello, Fred Ziller's Trains, how are we doing? In 2009, when I was there, they had buildings with entry 20 floors. On outside, as drones will be flying people up to new houses. Oh my god. Won't fancy that, Senga. Especially if you've got a dodgy drone pilot. Oh no. Not for me. Where's my 3 o'clock woman anyway? She must be due. Seeing the news today, passport stamps will soon be a thing of the past, as they have these new fangled machines now, does it? Alright. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had my passport stamped, you know. I don't think anybody's ever stamped it. So I was looking through some old passports, some out-to-date ones the other day, and I had 3. Well, one active and 2 written down. I don't think there was stamping any one of them. I think places I go to, you don't get, I've only ever been to Spain and Turkey, so I don't think they do much stamping there. I think it's when you go to more obscure places that you get a stamp. The only daughter, she got her stamp for taking a grenade on board, but that were it. And that were at Manchester Airport before we even left. That was so funny, that. She put her bag through scanner. She was only about, how old would she be? About 10, she were. No, she was older than that. She'd be about 14, something like that. And she put her bag through the scanner, and then that arm comes across and knocks your bag into Naughty Boys Lane. That's right, yeah. When I went to Turkey, I had to give him a tenner, I think, at airport to get in. Because I said to him, bloody hell, I've paid for this one, so you're telling me I have to pay again? And then I saw it gone, I thought I better just give it him. That was so funny, that, with daughter in Manchester Airport. She put her bag on thing, and it knocked it into Naughty Boys Lane, and they took her in her room, they did. Daughter. She's only about 14. He says, have you packed this bag? Yeah. I knew what it were, and I was laughing, me. I said, it's not really a grenade, you should have seen everybody looking at airport. It was so funny. It was a phone charger, but it was in the shape of a pineapple. And on the scanner, it looked like a hand grenade. Oh, we're rolling, because I knew straight away what it were. Oh, it was so amusing. Yeah. She was in this room, guard took her in this room. Oh God, she was petrified. I was rolling with laughing, and when I said, oh, have you put that grenade in your bag? Everybody's looking. You don't mention the word grenade in an airport. Doesn't go down well. Yeah, if you've got metal in your body, that definitely gets picked up off the old scanners. I had a right weird dream last night, but it's not something I could really talk about on here, but it was bizarre. It weren't bizarre, it was just weird. There was somebody else in my flat that were with me. It was strange. And when I opened my eyes this morning, I'm looking at the bedroom to see if they were still there, but they weren't. It was just in my dream they were there, you know what I mean? It was weird, it was so surreal. Strange. I don't know who she were, but I could see her in my dream, obviously. Saw her stood at doorway, bedroom doorway. Stranger dreams. Very strange. Lol. One of the real dreams. Yeah, it was. It felt like it felt real anyway, that's for sure. It really did. Just this person stood in my bedroom doorway talking to me. And it was bizarre. I could see her clear as day, but it wasn't somebody I knew. It was just somebody, but it weren't anybody I knew, you know what I mean? She wasn't English either. Well, she wasn't English looking anyway. It's mad how dreams play. Oh God, yeah, I have some dreams, right? And then I wake up and go to the toilet and think, God, I wish I I hope I can pick that dream up from where it left off, but you never do. You know what I mean? When you're having a really good dream, and I think, God, I hope it starts again, that, and continues. But no, it didn't. Oh yeah, she was definitely, whoever it was, she wasn't. Well, she may have been English, but she wasn't English descent, that's for sure. Her parents definitely wouldn't have been English. She was definitely not English. Definitely. I could tell with the look of her eyes. I want to ask, what trains have you got? Have I got? I haven't got any, me. Here you on about in this country, we've got loads of different ones. We've got hundreds of different ones. Fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you look at it. There is one coming. There's actually 3 trains approaching. There's actually 4 trains approaching at the moment. I don't know what they are, but here's one of them. Hello, Sam Ali. How are we doing? It is a passenger train, yeah, that's what they call a Class 390 Avanti West Coast. My son Theo loves trains. Can you say hi to him, please? Hello, Theo. How are we doing? How's it going, Theo? I'm glad you like trains. You've come to the right place, Theo, if you like trains. I can tell you that much. Hello, BML 50k Meher. Hello, Georgina Divine. Hello from Georgina. How are you doing? How's it going, Georgina? Hello, Danny Harding. You've absolutely made his day. Excellent. I'm glad. I am glad I've made Theo's day. Remember, Theo, if you like trains, you've come to the right place, Theo. Hello, BML. They're not going terribly fast, no. More passenger trains. Are there no goods trains? Yeah, there's been, well, we've already had 2 or 3 through on this stream. There's been at least 2 goods trains, and there is another one due in 35 minutes. In fact, there's 2 due. There's two freight trains due. Hello, Yorkshire Railway Adventures. How are we doing? He's mad about level crossings too. Or I've no level crossings nearby here, unfortunately. Nearest level crossing to me is from here is on this particular line. I think is Hess Bank at Morecambe, and we have a level crossing. In fact, there's probably videos on my channel of level crossings, because we have a level crossing at Lostock and we have a level crossing at Bamber Bridge, but they're on the smaller local lines. And there is definitely one scheduled at a level crossing, a video, because I only saw it today, but I don't think it's due to come onto YouTube until the 23rd of November, I think. Class 150 going through Bamber Bridge level crossing. I think that's what it is. How's it going, Yorkshire Railway? Yeah, you see, most of the trains that are coming towards the camera are slowing down, you see, because there's a station. there's a station a mile in front of the camera where the camera's pointing. There's also a station about 2 miles down from the camera behind it, so most of the trains that are on the nearest track are only going to local, so they don't pick up that much speed. Yeah, it is, yeah. I'm just outside Preston, Georgina, correct. That's exactly where I am. Hello, PN112 up fast, how are we doing? Yeah, it's alright, Singer, but the piece that I want for here is not out yet. I have to wait for it. It doesn't come with the original first game, not like the way they advertised it. It were a bit misleading, but it's due out within well, they say, I don't know if it's this, because they put an add-on on every month, and I don't know if it's the first add-on or the second, but it's one of the two of them. But yeah, I'm a bit annoyed about that, because where the advertised Train Sim World 6 is that the Preston line was on from the word, from the start, and it's not. The only new lines that are on from the start are some foreign ones, some in America and other places, and the only UK line they've put on is the Riviera line, I think. All good, yeah, it is. I'll tell you something, it's definitely a little bit chilly here, that's for sure. Shut my door. Usually, how many carriages are for one set of freight train? Well, there's quite a few on the freight trains. I mean, there's a log train that comes just after 5 o'clock, and that's usually got 22 big log carriages on, but I don't know what the freight trains have on. I never count them, you know what I mean? But we've already had two freight trains, and also we've had a steam train so far today. There is 2 more freight trains due. I don't know how long they are. They may be short, they may be long, I don't know. But the next one's not due until 4 o'clock. And it's going to, I think it's either coming from Scotland or going to Scotland, I can't remember. It's either been to Coatbridge or it's going to Coatbridge. I need to put my heated seat on for a minute, but I just don't know how the car engine's going to disturb the microphone, so I'll just do a sound check. Just need to wait a few seconds for the YouTube lag. Just need to wait a few seconds. Yeah, we got heating on. I've got my heated seat on. I'm getting a bit cold. I've just started my engine, but I'll knock it off again in a minute. But it's just I'm getting chilly. Just turn my heater up as well. Now my backside is roasting now. Hello, Preston Vincent. How are we doing? Strange, my Chromecast has a picture of a train on it. I've got a pounding headache, my lungs are dodgy from this. Oh yeah, it's not good having sawdust in your house. That's for sure. Nice sounding diesel car, yeah it is. BMW straight 6, 3 litre. Oh, Manilow's back. He's here. I told Jeanette you were looking for her, Manilow. I know that feeling also. Yeah, Stuart came on the panel, yeah he did. Stuart Ryan came up on the panel, yeah. Special guest. Oh yeah, she's missed you, Manilow. She was pining for you last night. She was really disappointed at end of stream. She says, I don't believe it, he's not turned up. And I said, you know, she couldn't smile without you. And she couldn't laugh and she couldn't sing. She was finding it hard to do anything. Because, you know, she feels sad when you're sad. To be honest, if you only knew what she was going through, she just couldn't smile without you. She said, yeah, she said, you know that Manilow, he came along just like a song to brighten my day. I said, well, no, I can move back up. I drove my car down the road away from the camera so the engine went as loud. I'll move back up now. I'm quite nice and more. I can turn the engine off again. You can have a pump. Hello, Atul Rajput. How are we doing? You give me a number, I will make it up to you. Doctor, my woman is coming back home late today. Well, you get another chance tonight, Manilow. 9 o'clock tonight on Jeanette's channel. It's not all overly. You get another bite at the cherry. car keeps beeping at me saying, your windscreen washer needs fluid. Yes, I know it does. Yeah, 9 o'clock tonight, man-in-law. Chance to redeem yourself. Hello, Sanat Itikpokyo. I can't say your name, but hello, Russian person. Hello, Safa Miftari. How are we doing? 9 p.m. alarm all set. I think you said that last night, but go on, you need to set it better this time. A bedtime story on my channel. Jack and the Bean Shoot. Cause the feeling I've got, the feeling is gone, and I must get it back right away. Correct. Jeanette on webcam at 2100. Oh no, she kicks him out. She locks him in shed with wasps. Yeah. She lets her hair down on a Friday. Yeah. Hello, Megan Bovington. How are we doing, Megan Bovington? How's it going? Don't forget, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and double tap the screen. Tappity tap tap tap. Go. Oh, it didn't appear on camera. What else? Lippy and nothing rude, I hope. Don't forget, subscribe if you do, and double tap the screen. 150 people watching. Hit that subscribe button. Somebody just honked a horn then. A horn honker. It's hot in here, or is it me? Ooh. Looking for some hot stuff. Hello, Sefer Miftari. How are we doing? Yells back. Oh, it's who is it off? Bloody hell, what's it called? I know you mean Bat Gilroy. What's she off? Hello, Shamsa. Kaki. Where is the train? On the tracks somewhere. Hello, Boogsy. Me again from Brisbane, Australia. How's it going, Boogsy? Sefer Miftaria said hi again. Hi again, Sefer. "99 people watching. I hope you've all got a red balloon." She run the Rovers returning Coronation Street for years, yeah. That's right. She was married to Alec, the short guy. Alec Gilroy, yeah. Yeah, because before she got married, she was called Lynch, weren't she? Bet Lynch. I'm using my massager and listening, trying to get on massage and listing, trying to get the tension out of my neck. No funny comments. Nothing wrong with using your massager, Senga. I once bought one of them myself, but what I bought and what I received were certainly not the same thing. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, don't be fooled into thinking what a massager is. Yeah, I was in a back massaging ones, and what arrived was not a back massager, I can assure you. It was a massager, definitely, but not for the back. It rhymed with back, but was spelt differently. I'll let you work that one out yourselves. Just accidentally knock the stream off. I keep doing that. I check to see that the chat's scrolling and then accidentally knock the stream off. Yeah, love buzz. Yeah. I received it through post. No, I didn't get it through post. How did it come? I can't remember now. Did I collect it? I can't remember. Did I collect it from a pick-up point or something? I just can't remember off the top of my head. Hello, Living Life. How are we doing? Yeah, and it arrived and it was in a box and it was called a Love Buzz, and it was a long black thing with a ball on the end that shaked. Like a black handled thing with a ball on the end, and the ball shaked and vibrated at different levels and stuff. It was not a back massager. That's for sure. I don't know what's happened to my 3 o'clock woman, because I haven't seen her today. The 4 o'clock woman's just coming past. She's early with your 3 little dogs. She's got boots on up to the knee as well. She's got knee-high boots on. Would rattle your dentures, yeah. Hello, Runky Geograph, how are we doing? I'm same, Manilo. I have no choice, but I do like all, but I do prefer the mature woman. There's no doubt about it. won't deny it. Especially at Christmas. I don't mind. Obviously a bit of mistletoe helps, but can break the ice a bit. A bit of mistletoe, just positioned correctly, is always a good icebreaker. When the bubble is flowing. Yeah. You've got it, Runky. One year I had a goose, very fatty meat but nice. Oh yeah, I'm not into... Oh right, yeah, no. I'm not a right fan of turkey, to be honest. I find it a bit dry and boring, but when you live alone you tend not to have Christmas dinners and stuff. Last year I was just sat there with Cat, trying to train it to pull a cracker, but it didn't work. Hello, Kane Jones. Hello, Kane Jones. Where? What does that mean? Where? Where? There on the stair. Where on the stair? Right there. I'm fine, thanks. Living life. Somebody just typed in the chat, where? Hello, LSM Trains. Welcome back. The ones, mate. The ones. Haha. Senior rail card or bus pass. Are you going to that farewell event at Great Central Railway in Nottingham tomorrow? No, I'm definitely not. £86 they are on Amazon. All right, you've found some, have you? Excellent. That's excellent. Good afternoon, Tommy. It's a bit fresh out over here. Yeah, it's a fresh here. It's a bit fresh here as well, Tommy. I've just had my engine running and my heated seats on. And I don't know why, but I left the house this morning with just a t-shirt on for some stupid reason. I don't know what I was thinking of. But there you go. But yeah, it is definitely a fresh breeze. I don't know where this freight train is, but it's definitely due. It's running behind, I think. It is running behind. Oh, there should be one in between that. There should be another one somewhere. Strange. Seems to have lost one somewhere on the diagrams. I can see 6K or 5 on the diagram, but there should be one before it, but I can't find it. Good afternoon. On my own teeth, no artificial hip, but on a wheelchair and walker. Jeanette is wearing long johns, I believe. Right at the very start of the stream, within the first minute, a steam train come through. And I do believe it's coming back, but I'll be gone by then. But I don't think it's coming back here. It's going down. It's gone up the west coast to Carnforth, and it's crossing over from Carnforth on the line through Wennington and everything onto the Settle and Carlisle line. Then it's going Hellifield, Clitheroe, Blackburn, back to Preston. Hello, Harley. How are we doing? There's a steam train tonight, Harley. You know, at Cherry Tree at 6:15. I think it's Royal Scot. think it's Royal Scot. I've seen it here. It went up. It passed me here at 2 o'clock, and I think it's going up to Carnforth. Then from Carnforth, it's crossing over to the Settle and Carlisle line, Ellerfield, Clitheroe, back to Blackburn, and then it stops in Blackburn, and then I presume it moves on back to Carnforth. You know, you'd have to check on real-time trains, Ollie, but it's roundabout, arrives at something like 6:15 in Blackburn, and it is the Royal Scot. Came past here as soon as I started streaming, so I've got it on this stream, and it looks like it's returning, going up to Carnforth from Blackburn at around 6:30ish tonight, I think. Check it out, Charlie, but it is definitely down. It's Locomotion Services, so the code is LS. Keep guys guessing. 8:45, yeah. So I think that's going to be the Royal Scot going back to Carnforth, I think, because there were no diesel on it when it passed here. It was just steam engine and the usual blood and custard carriages. At least I don't think there are diesel on it. I'll have to look back at the stream. Bear with me. Just bear with me. Let's just do a little bit. Hello, train builder 446, 448. How are we doing? Hello, Angela Smith. I find you again. Good morning from Arkansas, USA. Excellent. How are you doing, Angela? I'm just trying to see what that steam train were. I can see the chat, but I'm watching the stream from the start because a steam engine came through. Just check rail advent. It's Duke of Gloucester, is it? That what it is, right? I don't think there's a diesel on it. It's right at the start of this stream. I'm rewinding the stream back to look now. Duke of Gloucestershire. Yeah. I never even noticed it. I looked at timetable this morning. I never even noticed it. But when I got here, there were a few extra people. Good. I want to go back to bed. Put it in chat. Hello, Rahul Connie. How are we doing? I'll have to look back when I get home, but it's hard work on the phone. It's fiddly trying to rewind stuff and go forwards and go backwards and mess about. You know what I mean? Hello, Mac Gura ESP, Giga Train, Giga, get you, get rid of you. Before you even start, get rid of that one before it even starts. I'll probably cycle to Cherry Tree for it, yeah. I'm hoping to go and watch it, if I can. I'm just expecting a delivery at home, but she's not texting me or nothing. You know, it's really hard work she is with timings. I'm celebrating because Trump did not win the Nobel Peace Prize. Excellent. Parks in Blackburn sidings for a while. Yeah. Well, there'll be a few part-timers on Cherry Tree tonight, that's for sure, Harley. Always happens. They're all there with their tripods and everything, and God only knows what, and thinking they own the place. Drive me potty, they do. All of a sudden it becomes their station. Hello Bogdan, how we doing? Hello Jack Meck, how we doing? They all rack up and get in your way. And you don't see them again until next steam train. Hello Bogdan. My mum used to sing that to me all the time. Sing what? Sing what, Sanger? Oh, 3 o'clock woman's coming back with 3 dogs. Yeah, there is. Yeah, they do. When there's a steam engine coming through, Tommy, you get all these additional people, and they stand right on edge of platform and get in your way, in your view, and it really annoys me. And for some reason, they think they're more important, you know. And they come with all this gear, but they have no idea. You know, they've got all fancy cameras and all stuff, and tripods and God knows what. Hello, Jack Nick. Hello, Scouts. How's it going? It's Friday. Let's go. Yeah, Tommy, they come with all the fancy gear and everything, but they've no idea. They still end up with a rubbish video. I know, because just a couple of them I actually look at the channel and their videos are so shaky, it's unbelievable. And I just think, Christ, you've got all that fancy clobber and your videos are terrible. I just waltz on with my phone and do the perfect video. They've no idea, they don't know what they're doing. They really haven't. I don't do it for a living, Harley. That's for sure. I wish I did get paid for it. Sing that again, Richard. You took me back. What? Sing what again? I don't know which song you're on about. What song is it, Sanger? I don't know the words. I'll have a go. I don't know what song you're on about. You have to just enlighten me. No, I didn't think it did. I think it was on its own. I don't remember seeing a diesel back then, because I saw it at 2 o'clock. It came through here at 2. Because I'm going to cut. I have shivers. You singing that? What were I singing, Sanger? Tell me what the song were. I can't remember the song. What song did I sing? Remind me. I can't remember what I sung. I don't remember singing anything. I have shivers. You singing that? Remind me what I sung and all that. Could you not encourage them off the platform? First ask them to step back to the reviews, help them step forward. Yeah, same place today, Scouts. So tomorrow, hey, Jack Meck's playing TSW6, excellent. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to Crewe, Scouts tomorrow. Crewe is definitely on the cards for tomorrow, as long as the weather's okay. Aha. I'm on it right now, yeah. GBR 47, yeah, that's coming towards me, is that? So, the sun is the same. Yes, 390 pen believe. Oh, hello, Cub Collab, how are we doing? Got a sausage roll if I can. Yeah. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to go to Crewe, as long as the weather's good. I've never been on a Saturday, so I don't quite know what the score is. It's always been I've been on a Monday and a Thursday so far, so I'm going to go tomorrow on a Saturday for a change, just to mix it up a bit. Do you like sausage rolls or cold? Oh no, they've got to be warm. Definitely warm. I mean, I could eat one cold, don't get me wrong, but they've got to be warm. Hello, Colin Hodkinson, how are we doing? Welcome back. Oh yeah, they've got to be warm. I'm not into cold pies at all. Richard, sing that again. Give me shivers. Took me back to my mum. I don't know. I don't know what it is I've sung. You have to remind me, Senga, what I sung. What did I sing? Tell me what I sung. Can't remember. Tell me the song. I'll check the weather for you. Where do you live? Well, I'm going to Crewe. It doesn't matter where I live. I'm going to Crewe. Could be 6 foot deep in snow where I live. I'm going to Crewe. I always have a look at the weather and I check the timetable to see how active it is. You know how much activity is, but usually it's pretty busy at Crewe. Hello, the official Liverpool. How are we doing? Yeah, I don't remember what I can't remember what I sung here, Sanga. You're baffling me. Give me a clue. Yep, that GBRF is on its way. So you've just seen it at Cherry Tree, haven't you, Harley? Or is it just approaching Cherry Tree? 6K05. Oh, chaps, I'll put a jacket in the car tomorrow. Yeah. Just check the weather for Crewe. It's cloudy tomorrow, but no rain. There on this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that song. Yeah. I saw a mouse. Where? Where on the stair? There on the stair, right there. Little mouse with clogs on. I don't know the rest of the words, but it went going clip, clippity clop on the stair, right there. Hello, Jack Mike. Hello, SCR Video. Check me to your office. Whereabouts are you? I'm near Preston at the moment. My mum used to sing that to me. Going clip-ty, clip, clip-ty, clop on the stair, right there. I don't know, when did have I sung that today? Oh, that somebody who said where, didn't it? The question mark, that's right, when they said where, yeah. Yeah. Somebody just typed in chat where, and that were it. So that's when I, yeah, I remember now. That's what rail tours go after crew, yeah. That's the only downside to the crew is 100 people here now. God, there were nearly 200 in earlier scouts. We've had 187 in at one point today. Oh well, Stuart's here at last. Does a good yeah, I do a good reminiscence of an Elvis song, but I can't really sing it here. But it starts off, I went down into the county jail, and I can't sing the rest of it because I've rewrote the words slightly. Ho ho ho. The mods have arrived once again, yeah. They're in force today. She met also has his scarf signed from Las Vegas. Yeah, because he came to Prestwich Airport, didn't he, in Scotland, Elvis? He visited Prestwich in Scotland. Stopped off in Scotland. Yeah, I'll sing it tonight on panel for you if you want. If you book into Jeanette's live stream tonight at 9 o'clock, I'll do an Elvis one for you. So let me have a couple of Bacardis first, just to wet me whistle. She met him in America. Go on, ask me. Oh, Christ, how did car go, Stuart? What were you like? Were you impressed? I wonder where you were today. I thought, what's he up to, Stuart? And you just reminded me now. You've been test driving that car, haven't you? I wonder if it's worth anything. Yeah, it must. God, it must be worth something. Fan bloody tastic. So you got one of them coming now to you, Stuart. Also, I have a Peter Pan hat. Cliff Richard gave her. Right. Oh, well, fire. That's an Elvis, a signed Elvis scarf must be worth something. Good grief. I'd have thought it worth a fortune. Ha ha ha. Book tickets for a steam excursion for Halloween. Excellent, yep. Already being processed as we speak. Excellent, Stuart. So when do you get that? How long do you have to wait for that? Hello, ha-ho. Rajas, aho. How are we doing? My gran worked in Majestic and my mum met a lot of singers. Yeah. I mean, a signed scarf by Elvis I'd have thought would be worth a fortune. Hello, ha-ho. Vajtija, ha-ho. How's it going? Yeah, it must be worth a fortune, that, a signed Elvis scarf. Blimey. You're going to Portugal. Oh, that's where Heather's gone today. Heather, who comes in chat every now and then, she's gone to Portugal today. In fact, she's probably there now, having her first pina colada. Heather in Portugal, yeah, she went today, Senga. She's gone today to Portugal for a week, or I don't know if she's gone for a week or 10 days or what, but she's definitely left today. So there's a good chance she's there now. Alex Higgins and Cliff Richard, ask your mum out. Good grief. Oh, fire. As soon as I've finished house, I'm off on holes, yeah. God, I wish I were going somewhere on holiday. Oh yeah, felt strange with no clutch. Yeah, you won't miss it though, Stuart, I'll tell you. My God. I haven't had a manual car now for, God, 15, 20 years since I last had a manual car. I will never buy a manual car again. I see no point to them. You know, you want to be comfy. You know, I can't see point in a manual car. No way. Automatic's the way, correct, Senga. Especially, you know, if they're quick as well. I mean, some of these little tiny cars, automatic, aren't the best, but if you know, if they've got the power, they're good. I will never have a manual car ever again. God, I don't put my handbrake on from one year to the next. There's no need. Just pop it in park. Never even use the handbrake. It just doesn't get used, full stop. The only time that handbrake's pulled on is on MOT day. I just leave it in park all the time. Catch you later, Scoutster. See you in a bit, Scoutster. Northern, go do your thing. Pleasant drive, yeah. I could never go back to a manual. Even when I drove white, when I used to have wagon, when I drove my wagon that way. That was great with that. Our mate used to try and park it still, never trusted it. Hello, Paul Chamberlain. How are we doing? How's it going, Paul Chamberlain? My leg wanted to press down and my arm wanted to change gear. Yeah, you soon get used to that, Stuart. No problem. Especially when you're stuck in traffic. You can't beat an automatic. You really can't. And you're on a hill, especially if you're stuck in a traffic on an uphill, automatics are great. Yep, class 395. Class 395. No, we're in a 395. That were a 195. We don't have 395s up here. There's only Southeastern Railways have 395s. And there are Hitachis of them. They're called Javelins. That was a 195 that just went past. I think it were anyway. I only caught it in corner of my eye, to be honest. I think it was the Windermere train. Yeah, you will get used to it, Stuart. Within half an hour of driving it, you'll be used to it, and you'll thinking, God, why did I ever have a manual car? Yeah, well, it's not far away. It's end of January. It sounds like a long way away, but it's not. It's only 12 weeks away. I mean, it's Christmas in about 10 weeks, is it Christmas? About 10 weeks or something like that. So end of January, it's only like 12 weeks away, 13 weeks. Pardon me, they'll soon come round. Hello, Chinese person. How are we doing, Chinese person? I'm 50 in January. 50? Boy, you're still young yet, Senga. You're still a youngster. You're only just mature. I took it on Manchester City Centre past Apollo. It was busy. Hello again, Chinese person. Yeah, 50, that's nothing, Senga. You don't look 50 anyway. That much I do know. You only look like a youngster. You got darts tonight, so you're going to Millhill. Excellent. Life went downhill from 40. My life went downhill from COVID. When I was 50, I was fine. When I was 51, I was fine. When I was 52, I was fine. And then got COVID struck. And I don't know why, but things haven't been the same for me since COVID. Yeah. Yeah, you could be a sugar daddy. Is that when the bloke's older? That's it. I don't say that. I won't want to be a sugar daddy because I prefer, similar age really. Is that what they call them, sugar daddies, when they're older? I'm a railroad fan in Korea. Excellent. My life is all downhill after 60. Diabetics. Yeah. Way up. I'm going to set up a dating channel, mate, because everybody's like this yesterday with Manilaw. He's gone now, I think, because Manilaw. He's gone. He'll be going having a shave and everything ready for tonight. He'll be getting his Barry Manilaw song sheets out to serenade Jeanette. Looks like we made it. Yeah, half a century. Well, I'm more than half a century. No worst thing I ever. Daughter said it to me. We one seat car. We were going somewhere, and she was in passenger seat. And she says, "You know, Dad," she says, "you've had more life than you've got left now." I said, "Thanks for them words of wisdom." I said, I nearly kicked her out car and said, "You can walk rest away." You know what I mean? Oh, thanks for them words. There'll be a train due shortly. Korean person. Hello, Shizu Kanazawa. How we doing? Yeah. Hello, Shizu Kanazawa from Estonia. Excellent. Speak up. Speak up. Who needs to speak up? Can't be me. I know my sound's perfect. Just double check. Oh, Shizu. My sound's perfect. So if you're having an issue with sound, it's at your end. It's Carly's birthday today. Wee niece plays the piano. Excellent. He is 54 this year in November. Well, there's another freight train hiding in the bush. And there's a northern train approaching on the first track nearest the camera. After the freight train's been, that's when I'm going. After the next freight train. Yeehaw, I'm in. Yeah, you're better off with the older woman, Stuart. There's no doubt about it. You know, no doubt about it. Well, I'm not saying older, but a similar age anyway, a mature woman. You know. I think Stuart's about 53, I think. Hello, Shizu Kanazawa. Yay, train. I love trains, yeah. Well, there's one train for you, and there is a freight train due. It's just hiding behind the bush. But it'll be out soon. 53, yeah, I thought it were. I'll be 57 in a couple of months. Yakida, brilliant. Can't wait. Another year nearer to my wooden box. Brilliant. Here in Estonia we have orange Stadler flirt. We call it a carrot. Orange Stadler flirt. Yeah, there's lots of flirts and goes on here as well. I thought you were going to say younger than me. 50's a good age, really. That dating site I used to go in, I put in the thing, you can speculate your age range, and I used to put 48 to 58, I think. We called Steve Davis carrot. Yep, I'm good today, test drive happy, mum delighted, car ordered, started, but I have to go back on the 29th, again, ability, excellent. You missed seeing Stuart last night saying he was on the panel. He came on the panel, special guest star on our panel. 53 is the new 26, yep. Shizu Kanazawa, he's 21. God, I wish I were 21 again. You have to come on panel tonight, Sanger. Watch the live stream tonight on Jeanette's at 9 o'clock, and you never know, you might get Stuart might bob in for another visit if he could be tempted. We had lots of actually different people in the chat last night. I think old Mackie's back were in the chat, weren't he? I haven't seen old Mackie's back today. LSM, he were in the chats last night. Old Mackie's back. Stuart. I did. Jack Mac, for my tea, afternoon food, I'm having chips and burgers. Oh, that sounds excellent. Her sponsored by Wash and Pray. Michael Jones, OMG, that's fast. Shizu Kanazawa. What train was that? It was a Class 390, that, an Avanti, West Coast, Pendolino, Class 390. No, I'm not that cruel. I will try, but hectic here, been up from 6 this morning. Well, you need to go and have a power nap, Senga, and then you'll be more weird. An afternoon power nap, that's what I call them. After this next freight train comes that's hiding in the bush, I'm going to shoot off myself then. There is a log train due, but it's not due until 5:10, and I'm not sitting here for another 40 minutes. But should trains and football talk be banned from the chat? Well, that's up to the host, is that one, Tommy? You'll have to have a word with the host tonight. There's not many people talk about trains in chat, to be honest, because not many people know about them. In this chat, it's understandable. I was dozing off and you heard me sing. I saw a mouse. Where? There on the stair. Where on the stair? Right there, a little mouse with clogs on. I don't know the next line. It's something like, oh, I despair. Going clip, clippity, clop on the stair. Right there. There you go, Senga. That's your second helping. Shizu Kanazawa. I know about trains, some things, mostly about ex-Soviet trains and some Japanese trains. Excellent. I watch a lot of videos about Japanese trains, the Shinkansen. Until you sang it. A little mouse with clogs on, well I declare, going chip, chip, clip, clippity clop on the stairs. Right there, that's the one. It wasn't better second time around. Who sung it that? The other songs came flooding back. Oh well. Third is right downhill. Tommy Hanlon wrote, this isn't democracy, it's monarchy with our great leader. Do you remember Lady of Spain? No, I don't. What's it go like? I've got Spotify on my phone, but to get it on, I'd have to turn this screen off. Lady of Spain. Just hang on. Let me see if I can find Lady of Spain. Lady of Spain. Lady of Spain. That was sung by Mario Lanza, according to Spotify. Does that sound right? Here comes the final freight train of the day with the yellow hoppers on. That's Bygrave subject too. Yeah. I can't get it on my phone at the same time because of the stream. You see, it gets a bit confused as the sound. Anyone know Wild West Show? No, Wild West Hero by Yellow. Ride the range through the day till the first fading light. Here with my western girl, round the fire all so bright. I hear the Indians sing, let 'em live to be free. Riding into the sunset, I wish I could be. Hello, Tom Jet 001. Oh, we're off to join the Wild West Show, the elephant and the kangaroo. Never mind the weather. Jeff Lynn, you ain't. No, you're right. I just think of that. What do you call Wild West Hero? I think that song's called. Cause I wish I was the world Wild West Hero. Gulmora, Maxstar Adja Eva said, "Hi, how are we doing?" Yeah. Well, maybe west, or is it north there? Hello, Rico Razor. How we doing? Moin moin. I've got my dad singing it, and it's a funny song. The Singing Kettle. The Singing Kettle? Oh, fire. What's going on here? The Wild West Show. Everyone look up the Wild West Show. Yeah, I will do. I'll look it up when I get home. Can't do it here while I'm on the stream, you see, because it just gets complicated. Because I probably on Spotify, isn't it? But I just can't do it while I'm on the stream. It won't. The sound goes all to cock. You know what I mean? Hello, Hadel Anayat. Hello, Dangle Dangle. Hello, Tamilana Tamil. Is the corner lady, a gentleman, we have the winky winky bird. Which country? I'm in the United Kingdom. And it's a very cold United Kingdom, believe it or not. And I'm stood here outside now with just a t-shirt on in the wind. You can probably hear the wind now. I've just moved my microphone, clipped it on my shirt because I'm knocking this stream off now. And the next stream will be tomorrow, and I'll be at Crewe, weather permitting. And tomorrow we can do this thing together. How long have you been there already? I haven't been here that long today. I've only been here for 2.5 hours. When it winks, it wanks. And when it wanks, it winks. Oh, hellfire. What's going on here, Sanger? It's applied for a government loan. I haven't a clue what's going on in this chat here. I'm totally lost. Hello, Ms. Anur. How are we doing? That's the song. All right, got you. I thought I were missing something then. Sanger has run out of plot. As you can see. Do you know some German trains? No, I don't, unfortunately. Is the Wild West Show song? It's the Wild West Show song, right. I'm going to look this Wild West Show up when I get home. God, it's chilly. I'm just going to look around before I switch the stream off. I don't know if you can see that there, but that's the Leyland Trucks factory there in the distance. I'll just zoom in. Can you see that? That's Leyland Trucks. And that over there where the trees are, that's Amazon. And that big building over there is a place where they do cranes and things, a firm called Ainscough Cranes. Why do I get the feeling, Sanger? And obviously there's the track. And here is the fence that I attach everything to. And that's what it's attached to, if you see. That's what I have the phone attached to. And the sound comes through a DJI microphone, which is currently clipped to my collar. Richard is sponsored by Amazon, the rainforest, not the country. And there's the road that leads back to the main road, and there's the track on the other side of the bridge. There's my car with a dirty wheel. There we go. And there's my sticker, which somebody, bless them, has ripped some of them down. I don't know why. We are off to join the Wild West Show. Not been as many passerbys today for some reason, I don't know why. Usually get a few more people, but you can see that just around that corner there's bollards. You can't go any further just around that corner. It's just bollards, you know. I paid them to cops. I paid them to oops and said, Tommy, what's your favourite British train? I don't really have a favourite, I'm afraid. Anyway, people, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for double tapping the screen. I'm freezing. So I'll catch you all on the next one. Well, Jeanette will be on tonight at 9 PM, but my next live stream will be tomorrow at, I don't know what time, it'll be tomorrow. So I'll catch you all later, and thank you very much. Goodbye for now. See you later, Sanger. See you later, Dangle. See you later, Stuart. See you later, Jeanette, if you're still here. See you later, Mazana. And everybody else. See you later, Tamil. Adele. I shall catch you all later. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now.